You are watching Mimosa Cole. Everyone, watch Mimosa Cole. I had an interesting interaction just like 5 minutes ago or something. Here's what happened. I was at Portillo's with the family friend. Family friend left. We drove separately, so I got in my car, and when I got in my car, I was kind of just on my phone a bit before leaving, and I kept on hearing this lady say hi. I'm like, who is this? Well, where is this voice coming from? And then I look to kind of like the entrance of the parking lot, and it's this lady holding the sign. So I'm like, oh, probably one of those people who got evicted from her like home or apartments or something. And I guess she needs money, And I'm thinking, you don't really, like, a place like here, you don't really get too many people like that. So if someone seriously, like, I don't know, around like the Tri-City area seriously complains about, like, I don't know, like a homeless person or something, or someone asking, I don't know, for like handouts or something, they really have no reason to. Honestly, it's such a very uncommon thing that happens. Like, as a delivery guy, I very rarely see it, maybe like twice in the last 6 months, so something like, you see something like that happening around here, you gotta do what you can to help out. It's really not too common. Really helping out's really not gonna make it a problem or anything, it just helps the person out. So, I'm preparing myself. I'm saying, okay, you know what? I've gotten all these tips. I've gotten all these like extra tips for the because of the coronavirus. I think I should definitely tip this lady some money. Give this lady some money. Because honestly, I know people are being nice by like tipping me a bunch, but like, maybe tipping me more than they normally would. But like, honestly, I'm not the one who needs the money. Like, I'm a dumb stoner boy who still lives with his mom. Like, I'm not the one who needs the money. This lady needs the money way more. So, I go in my glove box, I pull out a $5 bill. And that's not too much of a thing. I mean, a $5 bill. People don't typically give that much to a person who's like, who's a person who's like asking for money. And I don't really think people should feel like the need to tip. I keep on saying tip. Honestly, might as well just be tip. Feeling to give that much. Because if everyone just gave like a few bucks at a time, if someone got like $3 every 15 minutes, or like one person gave $3 every 15 minutes, that's a pretty solid salary you're packing up. So I'm thinking $5, that's pretty awesome. She'd be very thankful. So I get it. I got a 5 out. I'm very ready to go up to the entrance, and just giving her the money. I'm willing to make her day. So then, I kind of go to the entrance of the parking lot. I roll down my window. She says hi, the usual hi. I say hi. I'm just kind of staying there. I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting for her to kind of, I'm just kind of giving her that look, I'm not going to say, I'm just going to, what am I going to do? How do you, like, make that interaction? Because, like, on this, like, sitting, like, on the sidewalk, they just have, like, a jar out, and, like, you put the money in, you basically just, like, you put the money in the jar, and they're like, thanks, But as for this, it's like, it's one of those moments where, it's their job to go to your car and you give them the money, It's a very different interaction than on the sidewalk. Because, if the person doesn't walk up to me, what am I supposed to do, honestly? Like that's actually exactly what happened. She said hi, I go hi. And I'm just kind of looking at her. I'm kind of just waiting for her to walk up to me. And she didn't. She was just standing there, wasn't really expecting me. I don't really know. Like, and it was like an awkward pause for a couple seconds, and then, I'm like, it seemed like I'm looking at the sign. I'm like, oh, you want money? I got. I don't know. It's so hard not to be rude. It's just like offer to give someone money. Like offering to give someone money, and then it's so different from like, asking for money and then giving them the money. So I'm like, oh, you need help? I can give you money. I kind of, and she's just kind of looking at me. She's like kind of pointing, on the sign it says like, I need like food, I need diapers, and just like a couple things like, a couple essentials and stuff. I'm like, oh, you need money for that, and then she just gives me this look. Not even like a look, it just kind of stares at me blankly. I'm like, what the heck? She's got this, she's got her baby in a stroller also. Like, it's kind of a hottish day. And, like, I'm just trying to help this lady out, man, So then, I end up just starting to, like, flash the money. I'm like, hey, you want the money? I mean, like, I'm offering it to her, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what she's trying to... Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to give money. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to give you money, I'll get you a sandwich, though, or something dumb like that. It's like, why do that, Why waste your own time getting a sandwich? Just give them money, I don't know. It's important to help homeless people out. Honestly, so many people call themselves good people. But then when it comes to something like that, like just tipping a couple dollars to a homeless guy, that's where they draw the line. That's where, oh, I'm not that good of a person, or I don't know. Oh, what if they spend it on drugs? Well, you're not spending it on drugs, apparently, man. Why not just give it to the guy who, I don't know, who is or something? I don't know, man. I don't know, giving someone money so they could spend it on, I don't know. Just so they can stay out of their withdrawals and stuff. I've seen like a couple like YouTube channels where they like interview homeless people, and it's like the biggest reason they don't quit is because they actually can't, If they go through the withdrawals, they'll be on like jeez. They aren't able to go to rehab or do anything. They'll just end up outside on the side of the street for days, just like not being able to eat, throwing up everywhere, like just in such a shitty position. And it makes them so vulnerable for the world to just take everything they want. Just take everything from this person. It's such bullshit. You say, oh, what if they spend it on drugs? If they have a drug addiction, I hope they do either spend it on drugs or I hope they spend it to keep themselves from being in that position, or, I don't know, maybe using those resources to, they can use it for transportation or food, or, maybe figure out some kind of shelter plan going on. Maybe they need like to get on the bus for some reason, or I don't know, just go in a cafe, get like a coffee, stay there for a few hours. Just anything like that, Like, they're gonna put the money to good use. I don't know, it just sucks, man. A lot of these people aren't getting help or anything. But we're not talking about that, man. We're talking about this lady with the baby who didn't even take my money. Like, didn't even, like, move from her position or anything. I think that's what really bothers me. Man, I gotta slow down a ton. I actually got pulled over at this exact place like 2 hours ago. It was insane. I was so terrified. I wasn't terrified, but like, if anyone gets pulled over, they get a little shaky. And that holds true with me also. I think I've gotten pulled. I don't know. It's kind of kind of pathetic, but I've gotten pulled over like 5 or 6 times, or so. I haven't even kept track, you know. Like, yeah, I couldn't even tell you the number off the top of my head. So, yeah, it's kind of badass, but, like, you know, a cop comes at me, I'm still kind of nervous. And sometimes, you know, sometimes they're assholes, sometimes, you know, they're actually pretty cool people. Like, the guy who pulled me over, he was a really cool guy. He just gave me a warning. He's like, oh, don't worry, you know. He's like, oh, you know, don't worry about it. It's totally lax. And I was like, all right, you know, this guy seems fine. Definitely, I don't know. Because there's so many ways a cop can, like, make the situation more stressful than it has to be. And that guy really didn't. He made it way less stressful than what I was expecting, you know. That's something I got handed to, you know. Big problem I have with, I don't know. Like, I think, like, the biggest problem I have with the police, you know, from my own personal experience, is it feels like they're trying to, like, intimidate you at all times, you know. It's like, you know, when do they need this? They are always carrying, like, guns and stuff, and, like, it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Just make him keep the gun in the car or something, man. I don't know. But, yeah, you see a guy walking around in uniform with a gun who's working for the government. You know, you can't help, you know, you can justify that all you want, but you just have to note that, you know, everyone they pass by gets a little more, you know, a little more anxious, a little more, I don't know, a little more ready to just, like, defend themselves, or, I don't know. You know, a lot of people get scared about all that stuff, too. I mean, you can't really blame them. I'm not really sure. I think, covered all the points I wanted to for the lady. I just think it was really bizarre. Like, I was just, like, holding out the money. I was just holding out the money. I was like, hey, you want the money? Like, I don't know. Just never seen something like that. I wasn't gonna go all the way to the store and get diapers, you know. I was just gonna give her the money so she could. You know, she had the baby, I believe. You know, I believe she's gonna put the money to good use, you know. But then eventually, it got to the point where I was like, okay, I just kind of said, like, okay to myself, and, like, I just kind of drove away, you know, without giving her anything. Man, that was so awkward. That was a really awkward situation. Holy crap. I don't know. Yeah, not too much else to say about this, but, yeah, it's something worth thinking about, though. Honestly, if you're, I don't know, if you, like, rarely see people asking for money, and then you see someone asking for money, then you definitely should give them money, especially now with all these, like, evictions and everything. Like, you know, the chances of them, like, just, like, bullshitting you are not nearly as likely as they were before. I don't even know how likely they were before. But yeah. Alright. Well, if you're watching this video, I wish you the best. And have a mostly cold day. I don't know.